Welcome to your first inner power activation. I want to start with a direct question. Would you like to be happier, more successful, and have more energy? Would you like to experience less pain, both physical and emotional? If you're like most people, the answer is an immediate yes. But you might be wondering how a single session, a single idea, can impact so many different areas of your life, your health, your relationships, your confidence, even your physical pain. It is possible for one simple reason. All of these things spring from the same source. Whether you're dealing with chronic pain that drains your energy, a mind that won't stop racing with anxiety, or a feeling of being stuck and powerless, the root cause is the same. In this session, we get to that root. I want to thank you for being here, for investing your most valuable asset, your time and attention. My promise to you is to make every second count. Let's get straight to the point. For years, I, and maybe you, have been operating under a false assumption. We've been trying to fix our external world to feel better on the inside. We hustle, grind, we push through the pain, hoping that more effort will lead to less resistance. But often the harder you try, the more you feel stuck. This is because we have it backward. The very first law of consciousness you need to understand is this. Your inner world creates your outer world. Everything you have and everything you don't have is a direct reflection of who you are on the inside. So if your life is filled with pain, struggle, or frustration, where's the one place we must look to create real change? Inside. And what is the main architect of the inner world? It's your mind. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It can create incredible success, but it can also create total havoc. It's like a rocket strapped to your back, but for most of us, it's also an anchor holding us firmly to the ground. And the biggest, heaviest anchor is the belief that we are our minds. So here's the first, most critical revelation for your journey from pain to power. Are you ready? You are not your mind. You are not the thoughts it produces. You are not that voice in your head. What voice? The one you call thinking. You are the one who hears the voice. You are the observer. When you say my mind, there is a my and there is a mind. If you are the mind, then who is the my? Recognizing this separation is the beginning of freedom. So if you are not your mind, what is it? And where did its programming come from? Think of your mind as a database. When you were born, that database was empty. It was then filled with information from other people. Your parents, your teachers, your friends, the media. You learned how to be, how to act, and what to believe from them. Your mind is not your true self. It is your conditioned self. So now here's the next critical piece. What was this programming designed for? Was it designed to make you happy? No. If it worked, everyone would be happy. Was it designed to make you successful? No. Your mind, this complex program, has one primary directive: survival. Your mind is a bodyguard. And what does a bodyguard focus on? The positive or the negative? The negative, of course. It's constantly scanning for threats, danger, what could go wrong. It has a built-in negativity bias because the positive isn't a threat to your survival. This is why it takes effort to focus on the good, and why it's so easy to spiral into worry and anxiety. The operating system of the bodyguard is fear. When you are identified with this bodyguard, when you believe that you are the fearful, critical voice, you live in a state of self-sabotage. You think that one day your problems will just disappear. But the bodyguard's job is to find problems. It doesn't stop. This is actually fantastic news. Because once you understand the bodyguard's job, you can stop taking its advice as gospel. You get the most important gift of all: choice. I'm going to give you a simple, powerful strategy to stop a negative, fear-based thought before it gains momentum. Because thoughts are energy, and once they get going, they're hard to stop. So here's the magic 4 words. When that critical, fearful, or painful voice appears, you will say to it firmly and clearly, "Thank you for sharing." Think about it. You hear the voice. This pain is never going to end. You recognize it's the bodyguard doing its job, trying to protect you by focusing on a perceived threat. You honor it. You don't argue with it. You acknowledge it. Just as you would an overprotective parent. You say, "Thank you for sharing." And then you exercise your power. You consciously choose a new empowering thought to replace it with. For example, "My body is strong and capable of healing, and I'm taking powerful steps toward that right now." This is how you manage your mind. And if you don't manage it, it will manage you. This brings us to 3 fundamental laws of thought. 1. You have the ability to control your thoughts. 2. You have the ability to remove any thought. And 3. You have the ability to install any thought. This means you have ultimate power. I want you to repeat this out loud. Put your hand on your chest, feel your heartbeat, feel your own energy, and say it with me. My greatest power is my ability to choose my own thoughts. Say it again. My greatest power is my ability to choose my own thoughts. This is the essence of inner power, to conquer the conditioned mind so you can serve your true self and the world around you. This is step 1, the activation. Realizing you are the observer, not the thought. You have a mind, but you are not your mind. You have the power to choose. Practice this. Monitor your thoughts. When the bodyguard shows up with fear, doubt, or negativity, what do you say? Thank you for sharing. Then choose a more empowering thought. I hope that you've enjoyed this first activation session. You've taken the first and most important step. I thank you for showing up, and as always, it is my passion and my privilege to serve. And I'll see you in the next one.